Yes, I know, the wallpapers in my videos are the dopest in all the land. A wallpaper can easily change the overall feel from I'm a badass gun-toting American to I love fuzzy things. So I totally understand why 1 out of every 5 comments in my videos and on my socials is, where'd you get that wallpaper? What's the name of that wallpaper? Tell me where to get that wallpaper and I'll stop stalking you. Well, in this video, I'm gonna show you. That being said, I'm mainly an Android user, so most of the apps are only available for Android. First up is AMOLED Walls. Lately, it's been one of my favorite wallpaper apps ever. It's got a nice minimalistic interface, it's easy to navigate, and it's broken down into categories, which makes searching a lot easier. There's even a Galaxy S10 category with some fun wallpapers that play nicely with the hole punch. Now, obviously, with a name like AMOLED Walls, it's a pretty safe bet to assume every single wallpaper was designed with AMOLED displays in mind, so you'll find a lot with black wallpapers, but with super vibrant, bright colors. Now, my only real complaint is that even though the developer made it super easy to add wallpapers to your favorites list, every now and then they'll update the app and it'll completely delete the favorites list, which takes me at least an hour to curate, and that's about the time that I roll down to the local daycare and start throw punching screaming kids to deal with my anger. Next is Wally, and this one's actually available for both Android and iOS. It's got a really friendly looking interface, even if it does look like it was developed by a soccer mom who liked to drink wine and finger paint while the kids are at school. There's a metric shit ton of categories to choose from, lots of artistic real world photos, but there's a lot of artwork too, which is sort of my kick at the moment, and they're all provided by photographers and artists. So if you find something you like, you can check out the rest of their work by just tapping on their profile picture or even follow them through the app for future releases. There's also a new feature called Playlist where you just add a bunch of your favorite wallpapers and it'll cycle through them throughout the day. Anyways, there's literally thousands and thousands of wallpapers to choose from, so if you've got some free time, you could create a pretty awesome favorites list with Wally. Next up is backdrops. I'm sure a lot of you guys have either heard of this one or already have it installed, but it's one of my favorites, right up there with AMOLED Walls. And like Wally, there's a ton of categories to choose from, and like AMOLED Walls, there's even an AMOLED category. I love the Explore tab because I almost always find something that I like without having to spend a ton of time searching. The Collections tab has some really nice theme-based wallpapers, and I'd love to see them come out with more, but if you read through some of the app reviews, it doesn't appear to be a top priority for the developers, which is a shame. Anyways, I think it's a really nice hybrid of both AMOLED Walls and Wally combined. You should check this one out. I know you'll find something you like. This next one is pretty much just for the Galaxy S10 and S10 Plus owners watching. This is Hidey Hole. It's hands down the best wallpaper app for your new Galaxy phone. There are tons and tons of really fun wallpapers here. You can sort them by device and categories, and there's new ones being added all the time. And once you find one you like, you can tweak the wallpaper's colors, saturation, black levels, and brightness. I think most of the wallpapers are made for the standard S10, but there's still plenty of S10 Plus wallpapers, so it's totally worth a download. Next is Minimalistic Wallpapers. It's a super simplistic app. Some might even say minimalistic. Yep, sorry. There isn't as many categories as apps like Backdrops and Wally, but it's still got a healthy offering. You won't find any photography wallpapers, it's just artwork, but pretty much all the wallpapers are nicely done, colorful, and tasteful. I mean, I don't like all of them, not much of a heart wallpaper fan, but there should be something for everyone here. Next up is Graffiti Wallpaper. There's a few different graffiti wallpaper apps, but this is hands down the best one. And the funny thing is, it's got way more than just graffiti art wallpapers. There's tons of categories, and in each category, there's tons of wallpapers. The latest tab is probably my favorite here because I always find something dope within seconds. Most of the wallpapers added to this app are pretty aggressive, so this app might not be for everyone, but I personally really dig it. You might have a hard time finding custom icons that work well with a lot of these wallpapers if you're into that sort of thing, so your best bet is to go with icons that are more solid instead of having a lot of lines that can get lost in those super complex wallpapers, but a lot of these wallpapers are so cool, it might just be worth it. And finally, we've got Reddit. I almost exclusively use Reddit wallpapers for anything related to PC videos like laptop, desktop, and monitor reviews. Once in a while, I'll look for phone wallpapers, but I found that using apps is much easier than hunting for the correct aspect ratio and resolution through Reddit. But for computer wallpapers, it's king. I usually start by just Googling something like Reddit ultra-wide wallpapers or Reddit wallpapers, but there's a bunch of awesome subreddits that you can just go to directly and start scrolling. Now, using Reddit to search for wallpapers is usually a little more time consuming for me because there's a lot of artwork I'm just not a fan of. Let's just say wallpaper subreddits are a great way to peer into the artistic tastes of people around the world, and from that I can tell you a lot of people have some pretty shitty taste. So because of that, I'll usually take an afternoon and just scroll for hours in different subreddits for stuff I like, then download and save them to a folder so I can recycle them again later once I think you've all forgotten about a particular wallpaper. Cheap and sneaky should be my new motto. So there you have it, my not so top secret list of apps and where I get all my wallpapers from. If you have any favorite wallpaper apps, help everyone out and sound off in the comments. If you liked the video, show me some love, and if you're new to my stuff, subscribe for more. But thanks as always for watching, and I'll talk to you on the next one. Cheers.